Good afternoon. So, Governor DeSantis of Florida, he's made some rulings that if the counties or school districts attempt to create their own mask mandate, that he will, I think, find some way to cut funding to the teachers and stuff like that. And I'm sure it's going to go further than that, but that's where they're at right now. Um, Texas has done something similar. Some other states done similar stuff. That's how these conservative things work. It starts with one, and then when it catches on, it's okay. Will this be accepted? Will this work? Then they all go with it. That's generally how these things work. Someone asked me when I moved to Georgia. When I moved down there to the south. Y'all know I'm from North Carolina. A lot of my family's in Florida and in that area. Um, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell. I don't like Pennsylvania. I don't like these people. This was just a move to get out of the South, make money, and I've done that. It was to that's all it was. I'm not lionizing the Northeast at all. I've talked about that before. Um, what what Governor DeSantis is doing. This is civil war. It's civil war. When you've got a pandemic going on and a governor is joking about he could take the vaccine stuff out of communities, and a governor is talking about how just attacking people who are trying to do individual small measures to limit the spread of COVID. Um, and he's choosing to go out of his way to make it hard for people. It's civil war, and there's no way I could ever move down there. I found it interesting. Bill Burr um, was talking about how DeSantis is doing this for political reasons. He's doing this simply to be reelected, and he's doing it because people want him to do it, and uh, how reckless that is. And I find it interesting when I see conservatives uh, clearly put clearly put stuff out there that is just obvious reality, obvious. This is something Sam Cedar said a while back that I've been thinking about is how will people 20 years from now view this? How will anybody look back at this making mockery about um, blocking people wearing masks and making fun of masks and uh, all the things they've done in the Trump era and the post-Trump era? How will people 20 years from now view this? And I've talked about the hard hat riots with Nixon, how the police stood by let it happen. And I've talked about that on this channel. I've talked about other backlashes of fascists, of what I call reactionary bigots in history. I've talked about that on here. And we look back on them, we realize that that's kind of a part of what capitalism is, that fascism is the herpes of capitalism. And what DeSantis is doing and what he is inspiring is clearly fascism. No question about it, no doubt about it. This is dangerous and it's reckless. And I was just reading earlier about how I hate to say it because it's so morbid, but they're gonna kill off their own base. Yeah. They're gonna kill off their own base doing these type of things. And I'm talking about Republicans, older Republicans, people in poor health. They're gonna kill them off. And it didn't have to happen. It's there's some days I'm truly embarrassed to be an American. Really, truly embarrassed because what I realize people on that preaching, oh, America is exceptional. They haven't, a lot of them haven't studied history, and a lot of them have not paid attention to what people doing overseas, how far we are as far as social advances and things of that nature. Um, Governor DeSantis is a joke and an embarrassment. And as an American, I am clearly embarrassed. Clearly embarrassed. Uh, to even know we live in the same country. And I also realized a lot that support him in Florida. People in the Southeast support him and support all the reckless stuff he's doing. And as Bill Burr said, I know that he's doing it because there's an audience for that. There's an audience that likes that. There's an audience that, is there's a joy in destruction. There's a joy in harm. There's a joy in cruelty. There's a joy in, going back to the way things always were. And there's a joy in conspiracy theories. And I'm deeply embarrassed to see stuff like this and know that people 20, 30 years from now are going to look at this and shake their heads and say, we knew about masks. We knew about the way in which COVID was transmitted. But we did this anyway for political means. Thanks for listening.